Hey everybody, it's your man Fitman, and welcome to the 12th episode of Motivational Monday. Today's topic, we're talking about the 3 keys needed to make progression in the gym. Look, nothing hurts my heart more than seeing a trainee, someone who's been working out for years, someone who's been hitting the gym for years, make no progress. You know, you see them and they're using the same weights, and it's always the same sets and the same moves, and they've always got the same old physique. You feel bad for them. But there are 3 things that you can do to ensure that your physique and your performance will improve. You've got to implement these 3 things starting today. Number 1 is that you have to put a focus on adding weight to the bar, on getting stronger. Look, your muscles aren't going to get bigger and they're not going to look better if you're not getting stronger. Using the same weights for the same sets and the same reps, that's going to keep you exactly where you are, on that treadmill, going nowhere fast. Okay? Look, if you can squat 225 today and a whole year goes by and you can still only squat 225, then guess what? You've given your legs no reason to change. You've given your quads, hamstrings, and glutes no reason to look better, to feel better, to be stronger. You've got to challenge yourself by using heavier weight. And I hear trainees say, oh, you know, I'm going to get hurt using heavy weight. No, look, you can get hurt walking down the street. You can get hurt walking down the steps. You can get hurt stepping out of the shower, but that doesn't prevent you from doing it. And it shouldn't prevent you from lifting heavy. You just have to lift heavy in a safe and proper way, using proper form. And your risk of injury becomes minimal. But fear can't stop you from lifting heavy weights in order to improve your body. And look, we're not talking about going from 225 to 315 overnight. We're talking about adding weight slowly. 225 week 1, 230 week 2, 235 week 3, 240 week 4, and you do this over time. And now when you look back and now you're squatting over 300 pounds and your legs look better and they're bigger and they're stronger, you're like, wow, you know, all I needed to do was just commit to adding weight on the bar. Whether you move forward 1 inch or whether you move forward 1 mile, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're moving forward. So put a focus on adding weight to the bar and drop the fear of lifting heavy. Look, there's been plenty of times where I've, tried to lift heavier and the weight just doesn't move. You're not ready for it, but you keep working towards it and eventually it moves. And eventually you're doing it for reps, which brings me to my next point. In order to improve your physique, key number 2 is that you've got to perform more repetitions with a given weight. So let's say that you're squatting 225 and let's say that you can do it for 5, maybe 6 reps and you're not able to perform more reps. Again, you're giving your body no reason to change because you're stuck at the same amount of reps. The only way to increase the amount of reps you're doing is to get stronger. They go hand in hand. So if your max squat is higher, if your max bench press is higher, if your max deadlift is higher, it means that you can use more weight when you're performing the repetitions of 6, the repetitions of 8, the repetitions of 10. Look, your body knows what's coming when you're coming for the 40th straight week using 225 for 6. You're not tricking your body. It knows what's coming. It's not going to grow. There's no challenge. It expects it. But as you get stronger, now the 225 for 6 is 245 for 6, and 265 for 6, and 285 for 6. And now your muscles say, whoa, I've got to respond. And they respond by getting bigger. They respond by getting stronger. So performing more repetitions at a given weight will allow you to build more muscle mass. You cannot stay at the same weight performing the same reps and the same sets and expect your body to grow. Again, without a challenge, there's no change. So as you get stronger, you're now able to perform more repetitions at a given weight. And that's going to lead you to have more muscle mass. Okay? Now, number 3, a very overlooked key is performing more work in less time, improving your training density. Look, the greatest bodybuilding coach of all time, Vince Gironda, this is one of his staple principles. His 8x8 training scheme was all based on training density. How fast can you do 8x8 with good, proper form and really exhausting the muscle? Now, let's say we're doing 7 sets of 3, RP21, and we're using dips and chin-ups. In the first week, it takes us 29 minutes to complete. In the second week, it takes us 27 minutes. In the third week, it takes us 25 minutes. In the fourth week, it takes us 23 minutes. Guess what? We're building more muscle. We're getting stronger, but more importantly, we're building and improving our conditioning level. We're getting in shape because we're doing more work in less time. Okay? A lot of folks don't like to do more work in less time because it hurts and it makes your heart thump and your muscles are searing because they're not getting enough recovery. But this is how you're going to be able to grow and to develop conditioning and to become just overall more fit. Okay? So we've got to focus on adding weight to the bar. We then have to focus on performing more repetitions with heavier weights to allow our muscles to grow. And then we have to focus on doing more work in less time to improve our conditioning. I can promise you, if you begin to combine these 3 concepts and, put them into your current training program, that your physique is going to change. It's going to respond. You're going to start to develop the incredible body that you want, that you've been dreaming about, your dream body. But you have to challenge yourself. You have to dominate the resistance that you're going to face. The heavy weights. Look, life is heavy. Bills are heavy. Relationships are heavy. Kids are heavy. Your job is heavy. But guess what? You keep pushing. You keep pushing against the resistance. And what happens over time? Your arrow starts pointing up. Okay, it starts pointing up. The same thing with your physique. You've got to dominate the heavy weight, perform more reps with that heavy weight, and then perform more work in less time. And I promise you that your physique will change. I thank you for checking out the 12th episode of Motivational Monday. I'm hyped. I'm fired up for Motivational Monday. Coming back with a fresh low cut, fresh from Fitman's chair, to give you all that motivation, that inspiration, and that education. I will check you out next week. It's your man, Fitman. Holla at a trainer when you see me in the gym.